Hello everybody, welcome back to ACV Customized. This is Dusty again. Today we're going to turn around and do kind of a fan art picture. Well, actually we're going to do our best to do a fan art picture. So what I'm going to be drawing today is going to be something for Ghostbusters, because they're turning around and they're just released a commercial, or I just saw the commercial that they released for a new Ghostbusters movie for the fourth one. It's going to be called Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. So today we're going to try and do that. We're going to try and draw something for this fan art for them. Masters Touch Fine Art Studio Sketchpad. As you can tell, this is what I'll be using today. So let's turn around and get started. I will turn and tell you I turned around and was getting ready to film a video. I actually had filmed a little bit, but my camera unfortunately deleted that video. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and do a different video. You know, go with the flow, instead of starting somewhere in the midsection. Now, let's see what we can turn around and start here. Let's turn and let's get a good drawing here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to turn and make a kind of a box or a square. And it's not necessarily going to be fully even lines or anything like that, in case everybody's wanting to know. It's not necessarily going to be completely even lines or anything like that, but that's okay. So, we go. Now there we go. We got ourselves a good start already. We got a nice box. Or good enough of a box. Now, as I said, we don't need it to be a perfectly squared box, not this time. If I needed that, I would go ahead and pull out a ruler. Now, I'm trying to get my camera to focus a little bit here because it's not wanting to. Okay, now there you go. I got it to focus, or at least for right this minute it's focusing. Let's try and see if we can keep it there in the focusing. See if we can keep it focused. Okay. Now, let's turn around and let's give a good drawing right here. Let's do this. Now, I'm not going to turn I'll talk a little bit. I'm not going to talk as much on this video, because you can follow along if you want, but like I said, this is going to be more of a fan art style video, so it's not going to be it's not going to be necessarily one of those videos that I'm going to probably be classifying as how-tos. Now, I'm going to turn, and of course I'm doing it my own way, so it's not going to be exactly like others. So, it's not going to be exactly like, what you might see. This is fan art, and this is going to be my style. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Gonna try and change that up a little bit. I want it to be a little bit different. We're gonna change that just a little. Start on this side instead. There we go. That's a little bit more like I want it. Okay. Do that. And we don't really, I'm not gonna really do the lines right here. Not the same. don't really need them. Okay. Let's just do this. Do this. As I said, it's not going to be an exact. Now, let us turn around, take, and do a line. I'm sure that by now everybody knows exactly what this is supposed to be. And I might make the square. I may have to make this square on this side just a tad bigger. Sorry, might be zoomed in a little extra right this second, but we're gonna do this. I decided I'm gonna make this just a little bit longer. Like I said, it's not gonna be an exact. It doesn't have to be an exact square. It doesn't have to be perfect. But there is a reason for that. So there's an extra little bit of a reason for why it doesn't have to be perfect, besides the idea that I'm just wanting to do a sketch. So let's turn around and do this. There we go. And don't really have to have any specific shaping on this. So let's do this right here. Okay, let's get this. There you go. And yes, it's not completely circled, but it doesn't need to be completely circled. Okay. And we're gonna turn and take, and we're gonna finish this design out. Come on, camera. As you can tell, and yes, I was tapping the camera in case you're wondering what that very loud sound was. Okay. And I might have to increase the size a little bit, but that's okay. And you just go with the flow with that. You gotta do, sometimes you might need to readjust sizes. And that's okay. It ain't gonna hurt anything. In fact, it really doesn't hurt anything if you want to readjust the size a little bit and, make it taller, make it longer, whichever way you need to do. And you can do that as you go along, so. And yes, I know, I did say that I wasn't going to talk as much in this video. And probably already turned around still talking more than normal. Sorry. Either way. Like I said. This is a fan art video. And I'm sure that by the time I post this, the likelihood is there'll be others. There'll be other people, other YouTuber artists that turn around will have done something for the Ghostbusters as well. And I've watched let's see, Dr. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna turn around and just try not to pronounce it, because I won't lie, I'm not as good with pronouncing certain names. Some very easy, it just comes really easy and natural to me. Others, I pronounce them, but I don't pronounce them exactly the way somebody else wants them pronounced. So we're not going to try to pronounce it. Either way, if you're really wanting to know who I'm talking about, if you're really wanting to know about him directly, he's the clay artist. He turns around, he does the sculpting with clay. As I said, I might try to put his name on the thing just so you can know who I'm talking about. But writing it'll be easier than trying to say it. I'm sure that it's easy to say, but sometimes you just want to, you want to be careful. And if it's not something that you can do, or not something that you want to mess up on saying, then yeah. So I'm just, like I said, right now I'm not going to try to pronounce it. My mind is on the drawing, and when your mind is on drawing and all, your sometimes you turn, that's where your mind will be on. Okay, so now as you see, let's get past that other part. So now as you can see, you can tell what I've got for a drawing here. And these lines are just, you know, loose lines. Just turn around, giving it some shape. And like I said, you can do more. Like I've said in a couple of my videos, you know, if you're following along and you want to draw all this, well, feel free. Y'all can draw it how you want. You can go even more with how it looks in the movies and stuff. Because as you can tell, what this is the Ghostbuster symbol. But like I said, I'm going with my own style, my own design of it. Now that I've got my shape down and what I'm wanting, so it's called Frozen Empire. So I've decided that what we're going to go with is we're going to try to do something kind of interesting. We're going to try to almost, and don't get me wrong, it might not look like that to you, but right this second we're going to try and do some sketching of basically icicles. And you know, I look at I've seen some icicles, and they might have normal, you know, sometimes they just have this average shape and they don't hardly change any, but you know, some icicles are going to look different. I'm going with the different looking ones. Gonna do a couple small ones in here too. Everything's got to be at different sizes. So, here we go. Now I'm gonna just call this a sketch today. I'm not gonna be inking this, in case you're wanting to. No, I'm not gonna ink this picture. I'm going to leave it as just a sketch. So, but as you can tell, this is the reason why I didn't care if it's a perfectly square image. You can see I'm making sure to put basically icicles and everything right here going around, and gonna crease its, you know, make it look a little more frozen. Like I said, and you know, like I said in the video prior to this one, you know, you just gotta have fun. You know, just have fun when you're doing your drawings. It doesn't have to be what, you know, everybody else wants it to be. Everybody, you know, a lot of people might want this to look more exact with what the image is on the thing, and like I said, I'm just not going to go with that. I want to do my own little thing. So let's, and of course most of the time you can see through ice, or at least certain forms of ice and all you're going to see through. So we're going to go with the idea like we can see through the ice on this one. I might try and do a little bit of some extra little lines here and there, kind of give the illusion that you've got a you know, some texture here on the ice. But that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to turn around and do this, and then we might even make it be almost a little bit messier on the side where it's like under the ice. Make it almost look like it's turned around and reflected a little in different ways. There you go. So as you can turn and tell, does look a little bit more like you got some frozen spots on here. And of course, I'm gonna go around it. There we go. I'm hoping that this is staying in focus here, and I hope you can hear me. Go. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna turn and make sure this thing's looks. We're giving it some illusion here. That's what we're doing. We're just giving it kind of an illusion. Like I said, now like I've turned and said before, just if you want to follow along, do this yourself. You can make your own little design. If you want to turn around and follow along, you can. But as you can tell, this is actually almost more of a simple picture to do. Now, of course, there's more you can do, more changes and everything that you can make. But like I said, I decided to do a little bit of a fan art. And I'm going to do a little bit of shading in the mouth, just to give it some darkness. There we go. Now, of course, if you really want to do If you want, you can turn and you can use a tissue or something and go in and do some more. And there's a whole bunch more I can do to this. I can do a whole bunch more to this. All kinds of things. You can do shading, you can do coloring, whatever you want to do. But today I'm just going to stick with it as a sketch. I'm not going to turn around and make a whole bunch of different changes to this picture. Okay. Well, either way, I think we're going to actually turn around and say that this one's pretty much finished. I guess what I'll do is I'm not going to turn around and make it fancy later. I'm just going to turn around and do this. I'm going to go ahead and put it up here on top. There we go. Ghostbusters. Yes, I know that there's a little bit of a space between it, and I know that it's not going to be normal. But that's okay. It doesn't hurt anything. So, and yes, there's more to it that you can do. There's more details you can add in. It's just however you want to do it. So I'll add a couple more details, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit to the icicles to try and make it look like there's more to them, that there's other shapes, because icicles aren't necessarily going to be smooth, especially not if you go with like that commercial. They're going to be freezing pretty quick. I wouldn't figure they'd have too much of a smoothness to them. Not that I'm guaranteeing. I've seen some icicles. I haven't seen that many where I live, but usually they have some kind of little lumps or something on them. So like I said, just going to turn around and make it look a little bit like that. So as you can tell, that turn around and makes them be not just like little holes. But icicles are sometimes see-through, not sometimes not, but I'm going with these ones are see-through. Okay. Either way, so I think we're going to call this drawing complete. Or the sketch complete, I'm going to go with. And so we're gonna go ahead and sign this one. Okay. So this right here is the picture. So, and as I go along, I may turn on there might be more that I'll do, but not to this particular picture. Like I said, this picture is complete. This is my fan art for for Ghostbusters. I went with definitely just a sketch design today. Like I said. Well, and so later on I might turn around and I may return to doing something else with the Ghostbusters idea as well, just to turn around, if I decide I'm going to do a little bit more with it. Either way, I hope you have yourselves a great day. Enjoy watching this, and please like and subscribe for more videos, and feel free to comment. And like I said, I know this this picture may not be exactly what you would expect, because I've seen what other people do on the fan art and all, but like I said, I wanted it to be a little bit more of a sketch. I wanted it to be kind of rough, and so this is kind of a rough sketch, but it works because it still turns around and gives what I'm looking for. Either way, have yourselves a great day, and like I said, please like, subscribe, and click the bell for get your notifications for when new videos come out. Have yourselves a wonderful day.